I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders. Through dreams we design, with vision we build.
Nice shirt. Hey, Trevor, you see Joey's shirt? You know who that is?
That's you.
Me, huh? We're going to say that on the air.
Welcome to WGBB Radio, MuscleSport Media Live, 95.9 FM, 1240 AM. I am your co-host, Joe Pietaro. On my shirt and across from me
That's
is
right.
Anthony Tuminello, and of course, to my left, Anthony's right across the glass, Trevor, the man making all of this happen, getting all of the airwaves on there. AM, FM, podcast, vlogcast, videocast, vlog. I like that. Vlog.
Trevor, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man.
Nice.
You hear him good? So it looks like you're looking in the mirror. I'm wearing Anthony's MSM cover shirt.
That's right.
When was this? 2018.
That was
right?
19. 2019.
Okay. I know.
Wasn't mine like best selling? Was it mine?
Yours sold out like in
Quick, right?
record time.
No, look, in all seriousness.
No,
you're not blowing smoke.
No, it sold out quick.
Isn't that amazing?
It was like Beatlemania.
Isn't that amazing?
It was like the lunch boxes. Ringo is my favorite.
I like that one. I like that you said that. Was it me or was it because of Denise Messina?
Well, yes, Denise Messina was on there, but yeah. I have a feeling it came from people that are fans of Anthony.
Yeah,
friends and fans. People that know you from the gym.
Joey threw that right in there, by the way. He threw that little
I got a little
caricature
inset photo. They call it in the business, in the magazine.
right in there.
Business.
I said, "What is that? Who's that under my armpit there, Joey?" Hey, don't worry about it.
She's a sweet.
No, I heard she's amazing.
I hung out with her
She's
at
a
the Arnold
sweetheart,
a
I
ton
heard.
of time. Yeah, she's fantastic.
I heard she's a sweetheart.
Great, and her husband Greg.
Yeah.
Is a super duper dude also.
I heard they're really good people.
Yes,
I heard they're really
she's
good
Brooklyn.
people. Oh, she's a Brooklyn?
She's a Brooklyn girl.
Wow.
Yeah, Denise Sanchez is her maiden name.
Oh, it's not Messina. She looks like...
Messino is from her ex-husband, Rob Messino, who's still her business partner. They did all the Muscle Elegance magazines and all the
Gotcha.
adult content with the female bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Rob's a great guy. I met all of them through Valentino.
Yeah, she says she's a... I heard wonderful things. She's a good person.
Yeah,
a very good person.
And second husband, I've met him a bunch of times.
Nice.
He's a dynamite dude,
Nice.
too. Yeah, they're very good people. But... Of course, let's give Noah Construction Builders.com a shout out. Thanks for being the title sponsor. Pete and the boys at Noah. You need something, estimate or something? Give Pete a call. Noah Construction Builders.com. All the information's on there. Check out their Instagram as well. So, Anthony, tonight we're going to touch base on this. I'm going to say scandal because that's kind of what, like, the lack of a better term is.
Yeah, we're 3 to 4 weeks behind this. I mean, this came out I think about a month ago. The Biggest Loser doc, Fit for TV, on Netflix. Right.
I think it's only like a 3-part series.
Yeah.
It's a very short mini series.
Right.
From what I haven't seen it. I
haven't seen it either. I guess we should have watched it before we talked about it.
Probably.
You know what it is? We do such incredible research and detail. Joey does. I do nothing but show up. Joey does incredible detailed research. Like, I want to say it's like days and weeks before he searches the internet with a magnifying glass, or it's about 3 minutes on the ride here while he's driving.
Well, this was on the couch before I left.
You're darn right.
Cup of coffee. So
you got great handwriting.
You like that? My family makes fun of my handwriting.
Oh, you got good handwriting. You got to see mine.
Thank you.
It's unbelievably terrible.
Listen, as long as you can understand.
That's all that counts.
Yeah. Well, they're making this thing the Biggest Loser. They're making it like when you read the flash headlines and the taglines, and that's obviously how you sell papers, to use an old expression. They're making it seem like this Biggest Loser, which is an NBC reality show that was on, I think it started in like 2004 or something.
Yeah, long time running.
It was like over 10 years.
Right.
Years. I don't know, seasons. Seasons are different nowadays.
Right.
But it was on TV a very long time, and it was basically people, overweight and out of shape people, losing weight in teams, and they kind of pitted them against each other, and each week somebody was like voted off the team if they didn't lose enough. They didn't get enough of a lossage of the weight in between the two tapings, the week or whatever it was supposed to be. I never really watched it. I'm not going to come here and say I did. I didn't see this thing, but they made it seem like there was this big scandal where they made it look like they were doing good, healthy things for these people to get them to lose weight. And a lot of them looked fantastic. They looked great, a lot of them. But they're saying behind the scenes they were doing really strong calorie deficit, which they weren't admitting to on TV, giving them all of these supplements and all of these weight loss drugs and all of that, and working them half to death and all of that. And so when you read that, you're like, oh, well, I guess it could make sense, because these people did lose extreme amount of weight, and, it didn't seem like they were, what were they doing to lose it? They made it seem like they were just, had them on a strict routine for once. So it kind of took the feel-good aspect out of it when you read that. But then when you read into it a little bit, from what I read, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but from what I read, it looks like a nothing burger. It looks like Jillian Michaels gave caffeine pills to one contestant one time. She claimed she was told she wasn't allowed to give the pills, but they never were. It wasn't ever caffeine was against the rules. The other guy, Matt something, who was like the host for a number of years, is claiming that no, she's wrong. It was totally against the rules. So it's like, oh, all these people had this stuff. Did any of them have after effects? And did they get hurt? Did they die and everything? The only one that's talked about because they're talking about the documentary in the articles that I was reading. The only one that seemed to have any negative side effect, if you will, that's even using a strong word, is she collapsed on a beach during a run in one of the shows. She lost a lot of weight. I guess it was towards the end, and she weighed 100 and something pounds. I don't know where she started from. The article didn't even say it, which makes me, as a journalist, go, if you're going to mention a weight, you have to mention where that weight came from. Or else it does nothing on it. It stands alone. It doesn't stand alone. She's 110 pounds when she felt weak and sick. What was she before that? Why was she? It's 110 pounds her goal. Are you being a trainer? What's our goals here? I think that they're getting a bad rap, that this is something that is not, it's not invented, because there is some substance to some of these allegations and things they're talking about, but it seems like it's more of a clickbait.
The Netflix doc is what you're saying.
100%. Okay. It looks like it's a clickbait kind of thing. It looks like, for the most part, these people, they may have saved their lives with. Some of them were morbidly obese. And I know there was even one guy from Long Island.
He was a deli owner.
Rosetta used to train him. Rosetta.
He was a deli owner. He actually owned the deli Emma's, actually, in North Babylon.
I can see why he was overweight. I would be too if I owned the deli. Let me get mortadella and mozzarella.
So, I'm going to give you my opinion. There's obviously there's a lot of de facto things here. Media does that. They're very vague when it comes to certain things. So if they're saying caffeine pills now, was it caffeine pills with ephedra? Or was it caffeine pills with banned substances back
Wouldn't
then?
they have said that if it was?
I'm not.
They're trying to salvage their case.
I'm not sure.
There was a case opened up in 2016 by the LA Sheriff's Department. I did not see what the outcome of that was in the material that I was
Right.
able to find
Right.
online before we got in here tonight.
Right.
I don't think that anything big came out of that, or else that would have been the headline.
No doubt. No
Right?
doubt.
The charges or something,
No
you
doubt.
know?
Listen, this is all in any of these reality shows or whatever the case.
They're
This-
all not real.
Well,
They're reality, but they're scripted.
Well, they're scripted. Everything is
Reality.
scripted. I actually, when I first started in the industry, I was picked to be on a show called Buff Brides. It was a Discovery Health. I was literally brand new to the industry. Like, they just liked me because I had the freaking Gotti hair. So they're like, this kid looks interesting. So I was picked on for a show called Buff Brides. Long story short, I remember meeting with my bride or whatever the case, and her name was
Knew you're supposed to get them in shape for the
Right,
wedding?
right.
Okay.
I was literally brand new to this, so I really didn't have too much of an idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
But point is, my point is, they wanted to create drama, so it was
course.
more scripted than anything. My episode never aired, but they wanted to create drama, like, tell us she's overweight, and like I remember, like, they wanted scripted things. So the point is, a reality show, is it based on reality? Not
Yeah.
really.
Well, it's something is really, those are real people. It's really happening.
Real people, they're really
But
losing
they add
weight
to it,
right?
and
And they're
change-
making it
yeah.
a narrative, and so on and so forth. I'm learning this now, obviously, with the project that we're doing in the
Generation
future,
Y,
right?
yeah.
So but obviously that's all based on, like, all this stuff is
Well,
literally
it's a documentary.
It's a doc, so it's based on reality. Obviously, there's certain things that you have to say, and they want to know about to make everything interesting. But getting back to the Biggest Loser situation, I never watch it. I mean, crazy as it sounds, I've been a trainer since 2002. I never watched it because I thought it was corny at the time. I thought there was a lot of falsified things. I personally think they made it look like these people were going a little through too much
Hard.
pushing them too hard than it actually was. But
Yeah.
here's my only thing with this is Jillian Michaels gets a bad rep. I don't really like her as a person. I don't really like certain things that she does. I don't like her attitude. I think she's extremely arrogant, and I don't think she's as qualified as other people think. And I just know that for a fact. I know that she didn't have certifications back in the day, but that's just me being an industry person.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors in when they can't just. It's just like anything. You can't claim things without pure factual evidence. So again, if they're saying, well, she gave her tons of caffeine pills, or what's in the caffeine pills? Is it banned substances, or was it just caffeine? Because caffeine alone is good. Or obviously, in anything, if you overdo anything, that's not good. So I do think for a fact, knowing that show and how long it's been on, they do put them on an incredibly, in my opinion, harmful calorie deficit. We're talking 500-600 calories a day for a person that's 250 pounds. That's an extreme calorie deficit.
One of the stories, they defended it by saying
Right.
that this person, I think it might have been the girl that said she fell out on the jog, that she wasn't on it. She was on a 1600.
Okay, so
I
then,
don't know if it was her, but
Right.
I remember that number verbatim.
well, then
that's not a
no. That's
you
not
know,
that's not
killing,
crazy.
yeah.
Anything under 1,000 is a bad calorie.
1600 is it's,
Yeah, that's a calorie deficit.
But you have to remember, these are people that need to lose a lot of weight
Correct, for a contest.
for a contest and for their health.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's if they're healthier because of it.
Joey, it wasn't
you know?
just health. It was they had to win a contest in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, it
So
was,
that's
yeah.
why they probably took things to an extreme that they shouldn't have
Yes.
taken. So they were trying to win this
How good is
contest.
the show going to be if they all look fat at
Right.
the end? It would be a dud. It would have
Right.
never made the air.
Right. But again, that's probably why. And I'm sure there's tons of things that we don't know about behind the scenes, and who knows? Like, you know what I mean? They don't disclose certain things. But when this first came out a few weeks ago, there was a lot of controversy. Jillian Michaels was looked at as a very evil, mean-hearted, spirited person.
She's starting to come out as the victim here. She's going to do a defamation lawsuit.
Well, maybe I don't know. I mean, I personally...
She had some Instagram posts talking about it.
Yeah. I personally, I don't know her from a hole in the wall. I never met her. I don't like her whole vibe or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But, who am I to I don't know her, so maybe I would like her. But I just know, like, I'm a big educational-wise type trainer and fitness professional.
She was a barker. She was good for the television.
Correct.
She was this
rather
tough
than
female. She was good looking, in good shape.
Right.
And she worked these people hard, men and women alike.
So I do say this because I've seen interviews with her in the past, and they've asked her specific questions that are almost basic knowledge, and she had no clue. So that I personally, that's my basis of it. And I'm sure some of those trainers or whoever they, probably had no idea what the heck they were doing. But
I listen.
I'm looking at it as a professional, nitpicky.
You're a guy that's had a lot of people had success stories,
right?
Losing weight, this same type of thing, and you didn't have this television program pressure and all of that. You know how it's supposed to be done the right way.
Also, like just even basic, education. When people have asked her certain questions, that to me it's almost basic knowledge, and she didn't know what she was doing, and she should have if she's a professional trainer or whatever.
That's a glaring weakness if she's...
No doubt.
If you're sitting there and you know the answer verbatim, because this is what you do.
Correct.
And that's what she does, and she says the wrong answer or doesn't have the answer.
That's a big no-no. Like I was always taught, and I there's no doubt I preached this and lived through this. If I didn't know something, I would never act like I knew it.
You're better off up front.
I would say, I don't really know that right now. Let me research that, and I'll get back to you. You know what I mean?
I'll circle back.
I'm going to circle back to that. But you know what I mean? Like, so again, I guess I should have watched this before I could really comment on...
Well, we can always do a follow-up on this. I mean, this is kind of just a preliminary thing, but as soon as you mentioned this, and then I looked it up, the first thing that came to my head was that this scandal came out that these people had lap band surgery or something, and they really weren't filmed. It was like a year after,
and it wasn't the case.
Yeah, I was thinking all of the stuff, or they were on this crazy weight loss drugs, or like this is before this Ozempic and stuff was out, but it was like something similar to that, or the precursor of that. I thought it was going to be like stuff where some of these people hospitalized and they didn't show it.
Me too.
And I'm reading the story and I'm like,
it's
there's nothing here. This is garbage.
Yeah.
So that's why I said let's still do the show, because I want to at least, well,
that's good.
Until we see something that shows us that it's, they did something really irresponsible to these
That's
contestants.
what the vibe is about this right now.
And it looks like to me right now that they just wanted to make a three piece series because they knew that it would get eyes. But I tell you one thing, these Biggest Losers are lucky that Angie's Empanadas wasn't around when they were trying to lose their weight. Angie's Empanadas, Anthony, a 2-time Best of Long Island winner. Their food truck has built a loyal following all across Long Island, traveling to events, farmers markets. Owners Angie and Mo bring their mouth-watering flavors to hungry customers, such as these Biggest Losers people. Their commitment to high-quality, local-sourced ingredients, always good for the community, has made them a must-try favorite. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at a local festival or market. Check their website, Angie'sEmpanadas.com, Instagram, Angie's Empanadas of LILLC.com, to find out where they'll be at next, or contact them for your next event, and they will come there with their food truck. Summer may be over in some people's eyes because we did finish Labor Day weekend last week, but the weather's still good. Food trucks are still out and about. So check out Angie'sEmpanadas.com, and don't go on The Biggest Loser if you're going to be part of them.
By the way,
and enjoy it.
You just see. This is why you're very good at this, because you really, when you said the word, when you said the word mouth-watering, like my mouth started to water.
Your mouth started to water.
But you are extremely good at. No wonder why you are who you are.
CBS FM.
Because
you done that too, right?
That was the old Howard Stern.
Oh, no, that
WNBC.
WNBC. CBS FM.
Anyway. So
that was the oldie station.
Hello,
love, Ron Lundy. hair.
I really want.
Trevor remembers Ron London. He's laughing.
I really want an empanada now.
We need the echo, right? Hello, love. Or cousin Brucey. Hey, hello, cousins.
This is going over my head.
Yeah.
I'm a little too young. I'm
See,
not young.
I'll even say when you said Gotti hair, I knew you meant growing up Gotti.
Yes.
To me,
right.
Gotti hair is the
No,
gray.
You did know that.
Back. Yeah.
You did know that.
The John.
By the way,
yeah.
we did that way before those idiots. We did that way before. That type of hair,
Yeah.
I started that in 1999, before them.
I remember that haircut. Yeah.
They robbed us, because we robbed all the Puerto Rican kids. So the Italians robbed the Puerto Rican kids from that. We saw it on them, and we said, oh, that looks good.
The spike haircut.
We took everything. We take everything.
I think it looked cool. I liked it. It wasn't a bad style. Yeah.
Right. But I really want an empanada now. Like, my mouth.
You want an empanada.
is
So we're going to have to get a hold of Angie and Mo and have them maybe.
That's one whole show we're just going to eat empanadas.
We should have them bring the truck up in the studio. I don't know if we'll fit it, but we can bring a.
Oh no,
a portable.
That's a good idea. Just make sure Trevor, make sure the bathroom light works, because I've been using the bathroom in here with my cell phone light. So I hope everything came out okay, and we washed the hands properly. But I hope
The Bacauza, no luce in the Bacauza.
Anyway, back to so again
to the world, to the Biggest Loser.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess if you watch the episodes, the Netflix, and you think that my take on what I read about it, I'm completely wrong, please feel free. Joe at MuscleSportMag.com. Fill me in.
Well,
I'm interested.
Are you talking to me or the general public?
The millions and millions of people
listening. I'm probably
let's get ready to DX.
I'm probably not going to watch it. So.
Oh, I'm definitely not going to watch it.
But no, we did need to talk about it because it was a thing. Like, a lot of overweight people or influences that were overweight and lost a lot of weight. They seem to have criticisms of it, or they seem to have things to say about it. I think people just don't like her. Like, I really think people, they don't like Jillian Michaels. So whatever they could say about her or bad her or whatever, to her.
But she wasn't the only one. I mean, they're talking about the whole
she
show.
Was probably the most famous trainer came out of that.
But the show itself had,
they had a ton of trainers.
So there was a lot of people that they're basically saying are guilty of these allegations, and she's one of them.
It is what it is. I mean, if I get a dude in shape, like a really, really ripped up guy, whatever, there's probably mumbles, oh, he's giving him stuff. It's just the way it is. That's just the way the industry is, probably.
Because people don't want to do the work, and they say, what's the shortcut?
Exactly. Or other trainers, oh, yeah, boy, he would look good if he... No, you suck at your job. That's the whole thing. You suck at your job. And that's just the truth. But, like I said, it's a thing... there's obviously, just like anything, just like if you see a trial on the court TV or something, there's lawyers that are going to make things look way worse than they are or better than they are, and I guess that's what it is.
Which table they're sitting at.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think this thing is probably somewhere in the middle, like everything else.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as they made it sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as, fluffed off as Jillian Michaels is trying to do it. Because, I mean, she's in defense mode a little bit. I don't blame her.
Yeah.
She's getting a lot of flack, so she's defending herself.
I just personally think that she's... I wouldn't say the word fraud, but I think she's more of a smoke and mirrors motivator and yeller.
She's more of a character than she is an actual,
no doubt,
full-fledged
that's obvious.
Trainer.
That's obvious. But good for her, man. She made a career out of it. So good for
without
her.
a doubt. Yeah, I mean, she's years and years now. She's, I mean, she hasn't been on TV as much now, but I mean. They don't have that show on anymore. Yeah,
it's like Richard Simmons. You think Richard Simmons was Richard Simmons. He was a little curly-haired, little weird dude that
danced. To the oldies.
Yeah, and he was just a character.
Yeah.
He's a character, so what are you going to do? It is what it is.
Richard Simmons on the Mike Douglas show.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what it, I mean, even Jack LaLanne back in the day, he was a highly educated human being.
Jack LaLanne was a legend.
That guy was a legend. Like, he looked like a character, but, like, he was You know what I mean?
He was one of the earliest bodybuilders.
Yeah.
And he was in the original Muscle Beach on the Santa Monica Pier, the platform they called it, in the 50s. Jack LaLanne was one of the ones that did all of those like acrobatic things, balance.
That's what it was all about. It was all that was all fitness.
It wasn't
fitness show.
Weightlifting.
No.
It was like they did almost like the way the college cheerleader squad. Guys hold the women up by one hand and stuff.
That all started in the circuses, in the sideshows, in the freak shows, and the weightlifting, and I'm a kind of a connoisseur when it comes to all that. Like
Louis Cyr, CYR was a strong man in the old.
That stuff's it's fascinating. I have
Sandow too.
Right, I have books from the fifth and the early 1900s with weight training and the early treadmills, and it's really interesting stuff, man. It really is.
They had the story behind that. We're getting a little off the beaten path, but Muscle Beach, that original one, there's still a sign that's there, like one of those.
I've been there.
Right? It's right on the Santa Monica Pier. There's a sign, like a landmark sign there. What they did was they wanted to get them out of there. So they concocted some story that there was some weird shenanigans going on in an apartment right near there where these guys, I think, lived and stuff like that. So they basically just tore the place apart. They ripped it apart. They said it's gone and came bulldozed it down.
Well, no, it's still there. It was rebuilt.
But then it went to Venice Beach.
That's right. It used
and
to be
it was like a real gym. Like the original Muscle Beach was just that platform where these guys did these. Yeah, like I said, these acrobatic, and Pudgy Stockton. She was one of the first females, weightlifters. She used to do the one hand overhead.
The cleans.
Yes, the one hand. Yeah. Though that's where it started in that Santa Monica one. Then I don't know how many years later they built the other one, and that's the one that
Venice.
Was in.
Bodybuilding.com owns it now. I think they own it's a space with all just outdoor equipment.
I mean, I've been there plenty of times. We've done photo shoots there when I worked for the magazines. It's cool. Come on, I mean, they got the Hall of Fame there with all the plaques.
Yeah, it's iconic.
I mean, it's kind of a shame what they did with that first one, because that's where it started.
The Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah. And there was, like I said, Jack LaLanne, Pudgy Stockton. There was a whole bunch. I think there was some actors that were involved.
Who was Charles Bronson was a big.
Yes.
And who?
He's a little later on, but he was.
Even what's his? I'm losing my mind.
The Tarzan, Superman, George
Reeves was a big. When you watch the Stallone documentary, George Reeves was his. That was
his guy.
That was.
And these guys were all natty, obviously. This was before they had
George Reeves, and then who was that? Oh, Marlon Brando was a big.
Marlon Brando was a bodybuilder too. Yeah. These are all guys that broke ground. In this whole
in the fitness industry,
the fitness bodybuilding industry, the community. But I love Muscle Beach. It's awful now.
It's a shell of what
it's a mess. But for years it was just fun, to go there and to take pictures there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the biggest loser, Anthony, question mark. I'm gonna, say that I think it's not what it seems, and I think that.
So you're advocating
for Jillian Michaels and et al.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Only from what I read. That's if I see something different, I can compare them and see which source is more reliable.
Always remember, like even did you watch the Liver King documentary on Netflix?
No,
I watched it.
Can't stand that guy.
I watched
it.
I watched it.
The crying. He's just a phony as all.
Oh, he's a phony. He's a sick individual.
He's Ubats.
But it was interesting. I'll tell you that. You want to watch something really good? Generation Iron's new one about the competitive eating.
My friend
James Webby
and Cookie Jarvis did that for years.
Right.
He lives out here. Yeah.
James Webby versus Joey Chestnuts, and Generation Vlad directed it. Man, it is incredible. You gotta watch it. Yeah, it's called James Can Eat. It's on Amazon Prime.
I gotta check it out.
Oh, phenomenal.
Anything GI does is professional.
Phenomenal.
We're gonna have to leave it there, Ed. That's gonna do it for us this week on MuscleSport Media. We are back. Better than ever. Happy fall to everybody. NFL season starts Monday Night Football. Let's go Vikes. I need them to finish my parlays tonight.
There it is.
Noah, I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders, through dreams we design with vision we build.